Yes, we are live. Hi everyone, how are you all? Can you hear me okay? Hi Casey, hi Anne. Hi Kerry. How are you? The weather's bad in Ireland, is it? Hope you can hear me okay. Do let me know if you can't. So I've not put my light on because it's still light here in the UK. The clocks have gone forward, haven't they? So still nice and light. The chat isn't moving, so I'm curious as to whether you can all hear me. So hope you can. I've got my Queen of the Moon Oracle today. the chat, I don't know if you hope you can hear me. Yes, you can. Okay, it started to move. Sometimes it does that, it just gets stuck. So it's cold and raining, is it? Did you say? Yeah, it's not been great here. It was nice yesterday. It was quite nice yesterday. Let's see if I've got any water. Might be a second. Sorry, everyone. Yeah. Let's top that up, actually. Is it lovely? Excuse me. Okay. It's better. So, how are things, Casey, over there in the US of A? Hope life is treating you well, and you, Anne, and you, Kerry. I'm going to be doing a quick reading for each of the star signs. I know what you mean, Anne. Hi, Grainley. Hi, Rinky. Glad you could join us. Do consider subscribing. Yes, I'm going to do a short reading for each star sign, but it won't be as long as last time. I know the last reading was a bit long, so we'll just do a short reading for each, and it's the full moon in Libra. Thank you, Rinky. It's a full moon in Libra. In fact, it's a supermoon. So are any of you feeling the energies? I would say the energy would have started yesterday and will probably last for another day yet. So you should feel it again on Monday when you wake up, And, Libra is all about relationships. It's all about balance. It's all about partnerships. And this particular full moon, Chiron, the wounded healer, is in the sign of Aries. Hi, Kerry. Glad you can hear me, my love, and glad you've joined me. Chiron is in the sign of Aries, which is Chiron is the wounded healer, they call Chiron. So, and as Libra is all about relationships generally, or balance, or two sides of the coin, the wounded healer could be bringing up a lot of emotions or areas that need healing, especially with regard to relationships. So whether it's your partner, whether it's a love situation that needs healing, or whether there is past hurt from many years back from a past relationship, relationships with family, good friends, anywhere where there are blocks caused by past hurt or trauma, this is a very good time. Hi, Priyanka, sorry. This is a very good time for releasing those energies and healing. It's very powerful. Some of you may be feeling emotional at this moment. And you may wonder why. You may be asking yourself, why? Why am I feeling like this? Especially if you're not normally that kind of person. So, are any of you feeling that emotion, that deep emotion that's, not the surface emotion where we get up a little bit upset? I'm talking about emotion that comes from within, that you've been kind of hiding away from. That's what we're talking about here with the full moon in Libra, the super moon. So if you're feeling that, it's time to express it and deal with it and let it go, because otherwise it will be suppressed again and will need to resurface. So hi Gabriel, I'm so glad you could join my live. I hope you have subscribed, my love, so that you'll be able to come back again. Just discussing the full moon in Libra and how it affects us, and how it affects us in terms of our emotions and our relationships, okay? And the need to process those emotions right now, let them flow. It's very, very important. Chiron, the wounded healer, has a job to do, and we need to open ourselves up to it. Because oftentimes we may find we are having difficulty connecting. Thank you, Kerry. Thank you, my love, for your donation. And Anne, of course, thank you for your donation. Maybe Grainy or Casey. Sorry, Casey. Casey, put the link in the description for anyone that's new here. We also have Super Chat, of course, but often we use PayPal. So, but that's Super Chat there. That's Kerry's just used. So it's really up to you if you wanted to make a donation for a reading after I've gone through the short readings for each star sign. So yeah, back to that. So if you're feeling it, please don't be alarmed. It's quite natural, quite normal. And I'm going to have to just do something with my door because it's the wind blowing through. Okay, that's much better. Okay, so let's start with our readings then. Just a few cards for each star sign. I'm going to use the tarot, but I'm also I'm going to use the psychic tarot today because I feel it relates very well to the energies that we're in currently. And then I will choose a card from the lovely Queen of Moon Oracle deck as well. So, okay. So I'm going to ask Spirit and the universe what you need to do in order to heal from past hurts or any blockages that you have, okay? And I'm going to start with the moon card and we'll follow on from there. So I'm going to choose a moon card for each sign, and then I will draw a couple of cards for clarification. Okay, so I won't be able to comment in with the chat at the moment, but we have two moderators here this evening, so they will. So I know they are very good at dealing with any questions you may have. So, okay. So starting with Aries. Okay, this is the full moon reading for Aries. And I'm asking the universe and the angels, spirit guides, what do you need to do, Aries, to heal from past trauma, to enable you to connect deeper in relationships? Okay. Okay, you've got the Thunder Moon, change. Change is very important for you, Aries, okay? Certain changes need to be made. Maybe you've been living your life perhaps in the fast lane. Aries like to live in the fast lane. Maybe you've been living your life in misalignment with who you truly are deep within. okay? Or maybe you just need to change the way you deal with relationships or any past hurts that you are carrying deep within. Maybe it's time for a new way of dealing with those issues, okay? Perhaps you've been burying them deep inside and it's time now to face them, confront them and process them, Aries. I know that Aries, you know, you're the warrior and you are strong, but you're also human, and those emotions that are buried deep within you, well, something needs to change so that you can process them. Okay, so I'm going to draw 3 cards to accompany that. There's a lot going on up here, Aries. Wow, this is quite heavy. Okay, there's a lot going on. So you need to deal with this conflict. It's like you are overthinking at times. And there's so much going on here and not enough processing going on here. It's your heart that needs to heal, okay? So stop struggling with your thoughts. Try not to overthink the situation. Realize that if something needs changing, it needs to come from the heart. Heartache and loss. This really is a deep, deep energy for you this week, Aries. A very deep energy, a very deep emotion, heartache and loss that you've been carrying around with you, some of you for quite some time, you know. For some, this could even be, you know, ancestral. It could go that deep. For others, it could be recent. But it could be that past hurts, past heartache has led to more heartache. You know, it can be a bit of a ever-flowing circle if we don't change the way we deal with things, which is what the message was for you, Aries. How can you change the way you deal with issues in order to prevent any more heartache or loss? And your 3rd card, wow, you've been suffering in silence long enough, Aries. Speak up. You know, you're generally good at that. But you're also someone who tends to stand strong. People don't realize what you're going through, but you need to be heard now. You need to share your feelings. That's what needs to change, Aries. Okay, that's for Aries. Now moving on to Taurus. Dear Taurus, sorry, dear angels and spirit guides, universe, what does Taurus need to do in order to change or deal with their current emotions? What do they need to do to heal from any deep emotions that they are carrying? Trust. You've got to trust the universe, Taurus. Sometimes we simply have to go with the flow, don't we? That's what needs to happen. Maybe it's other people you haven't trusted. Maybe it's yourself. Think about what you need to do to bring more trust into your life. Think about how you can trust others and yourself on a deeper level. When this card comes up, you know, it could be that these issues are connected to the past, to something that's happened to you many moons ago. Taurus, you are a sign that takes a while to trust. You like to be quite cautious, especially with matters of the heart. But Once you're there, you're there. And the reason you take so long is because you know how deep your wounds will be. But sometimes we have to knock down those walls that we've built around us in order to heal and let love in. If you build a wall around your wounds, love can't come in. You can't connect. It stops you from connecting, Taurus. Okay, so we draw 3 cards from the Psychic Tower now for you, Taurus, to expand on this. Financial and material changes. Are you constantly finding that you are worrying about your finances? Are you focusing on this too much? Some of you may be concerned that people are trying to take from you, maybe drain you of your resources. So you're very, very protective in that way. But when we focus too much on the practical, we leave little time for the process of our heart. You're a very grounded earth sign. And sometimes earth signs can find it difficult to shut off in that way and focus on what their heart needs, Let's look at your next card. Partnerships and alliances. I feel that blends really well with your first card, trust. It's about reaching out to people or someone, reaching out and making an agreement with someone, trusting them. There's someone around you perhaps that you need to trust that little bit more. And your third card, material harvest. You can reap rewards by simply trusting that person or situation that you are in. You can reap rewards in terms of love. You can do it. You can do both. You can not only reap the rewards in a practical sense, you can also reap the rewards in love and relationships. But first of all, you need to trust and reach out. And there's someone around you, perhaps, that needs that trust, deserves that trust. Maybe it's yourself. Maybe you need to trust yourself that little bit more. So moving on now to Gemini. Let's see what you need to do, Gemini. Dear angels, spirit guides and universe, what does Gemini need to do in order to heal from any past hurts, traumas, emotion? Okay, the void. You have a void within you, a very, very deep void. Dear Gemini, there is something that is clearly missing from your life in an emotional sense. There may be a feeling of emptiness. So although I feel many of you are going about your day, going about your week, doing a lot of things that bring you joy, there's something missing, and it's connected to emotions. Something isn't being fulfilled. Now, it might be the person in your life is not fulfilling your needs and leaving that void, or it may be that you need to go in search of someone or something. Let's have a look at your cards and see what the Psychic Tarot can tell us. Okay. Again, you have mental conflict. Aries got that card as well. So clearly we have a lot going on up here right now, many of us. Okay, so you've got to come to terms with something mentally. You've got to stop and over analyzing. You've got to stop. I feel these negative thought patterns that are maybe called or contributing to this void, you know. Maybe you're looking at someone or you're looking at future potential love and frightening yourself off, telling yourself all sorts of things. Oh, I'd be better off without that person. Maybe they're going to hurt me. Maybe they're going to do this. Maybe they're going to do that. Let's have a look at your next card. Oh, taken loss. I cannot believe it. You've got very similar cards to Aries. What's going on here? There's a lot of deep wounds that need to be healed. And with you, Gemini, it's pretty clear to me. There's so much going on up here, and you're looking back and you're saying, I'm not going to let that happen to me again. You know, I'll live with this void. You know, the number one, I'll stay on my own, or I'll be with someone, or I'll stay with this person, but I'll be independent. You know, I won't open up too much because I don't want this. You know, it's like you're kind of running away. Conflict and defeat, you're running away before it's even happened because you're frightening yourself. You're frightening yourself off, Gemini. But that void needs to be filled, really, if you are going to be truly content. Okay, so moving on to Cancer. Dear angels, spirit guides and universe, what does Cancer need to do in order to heal, please? Wow, you've got to surrender, Cancer. You've got to surrender. You've been fighting something or someone. Some of you are literally fighting your feelings. You know, you have so much emotion, Cancer. So much depth to you. And it's like you're frightened that it will sort of all spill out if you let go. You're bottling things up. Many of you are full to the brim right now. But if you can, go out there underneath this incredible supermoon energy and let it go. Let that emotion flow. Let it go. Feel it and let it go. Surrender. Let the angels take care of it. Let the universe take care of it. Let spirit take care of it. Ask them too, you know. Let's have a look at your spirit guidance, your psychic guidance. You've got financial material changes as well, so something's bothering you in that area of your life, and that is having a knock-on effect with regard to the emotional side of your life. You know, relationships. You're worrying so much about money, finances, or the prospect of that. You know, it has been a tough year for the world in terms of finance, love, you know, whatever in our life. But don't allow this to make you feel as if, you know, don't allow that to block the connection in terms of emotion. But it's more for you, it's more about surrendering what's been building up within you, Cancer, so that then, you know, you can let go of these concerns you have and realize that there is always hope. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. That's what you need to tell yourself, Cancer. There is always light at the end of the tunnel, okay? Once you start to surrender, things will get so much better. You'll start to see these worries in a new light. Rest and rejuvenate. Are you allowing yourself enough time to rest, Cancer? You know, or are you consuming yourself? Are you over-consumed by everyone else's worries? You know, I feel many of you have the weight of the world on your shoulders at the moment, and it's time to let that go. Surrender that as well, Cancer. Look, surrender that and allow yourself this time to rest, to get your heart and mind back together and in alignment with what you truly want in terms of relationships, whether that's relationships and partnerships, lovers, husbands, wives, or whether it's family, friends, you know. Then by resting and taking a step back and allowing yourself to surrender, let the feelings flow, don't be scared. Things will improve for you and healing will take place. Okay, so moving on now to Leo, our lovely Leo. I don't know if we have any Leos in this evening. Leo. Dear angels, spirit guides, and universe. What does Leo need to do in order to heal, please? Okay. Leo, you've got resilience. Okay. Now, what's calls to me here is this big, what is it here? Heavy object that is on this person's back. You are clearly weighed down. You know, there's so much on your back here. There's so much going on, and you need to take a breather, first of all. You are a resilient person, but, you know, we all have our breaking point, and you need to get some help, because how can you deal with your emotional needs or wounds if you're feeling so tired or drained or weighed down by life? Is there enough time? You know, are you allowing yourself enough time? Do you even have the energy to think about what's going on deep within? Let's look at your psychic tarot, Leo. Okay, you need to get away from something or someone, okay? Because clearly it's not good for you. When I look at these two cards, Leo, something isn't working. It might be a relationship, it might be a job, it might be people that are around you, connected to you, but you need to get away because it's too much. It's too much. Take charge. You're a strong, very resilient sign, Leo. Normally you take no BS. You are a strong, resilient sign, and it's time to step into that power. Put your foot down. Because I feel that there are people around you that are so focused on their feelings, and it's like you need to step up and say, well, hang on a minute, I'm suffering here. I'm suffering here. Don't pile any more on me. You know, really speak up and tell them how you see it, you know. Wisdom. Some of you may need to turn to a counsellor or get some good advice. It could be spiritual advice you need, but you need some kind of, maybe someone around you that has, it could be a mother, grandmother, grandfather, someone who has the ability to help you to heal. Now, for some, this may be a priest. It might be a religious person. It will resonate differently, of course, for each person, but you'll know who it is, Leo. For those Leos watching this, you'll know who this is that you need to turn to, because you need to see that it's time to draw some boundaries, to allow yourself the space and time to heal from your wounds. Okay, now we're moving on to Virgo. Dear angels, spirit guides and universe, what does Virgo need to do, please, in order to heal from their inner wounds? Okay, you've got the hunger moon here. Sorry, wolf moon, which relates to the need to satisfy a hunger deep within you. Maybe you have a hunger for love. Maybe you are hungering for something that's missing, or someone that's missing in your life. You need more, and this runs deep for you, Virgo. You need so much more in terms of love or attachments. You're searching, and that hunger needs to be satisfied. But first, as I say, with Chiron in Aries during this full moon energy, it's time to heal your inner wounds, your inner child first. Okay, now let's have a look a little bit deeper at this hunger that you are clearly carrying. Oh, you have to look. This is very deep, Virgo. You have to look very, very deep at your shadow self. You know what you're presenting to the world, Virgo, is clearly not what you're always feeling deep down, is it? Sometimes we can be scared to look at our shadow self, but by taking part in shadow work, we begin to see parts of ourselves that haven't been illuminated or that we've been hiding up till now. And that can be a scary process for some people. It can take a long time to gradually work through that side of us that many of us prefer to keep hidden, even to ourselves. Okay. Foundation and achievements. You already have a firm footing in life with which to work from. Once you've got to grips, or once you've processed the parts of you that have been hidden, once you've come to terms with them and you've let them go, and you can do that step by step, you will be building toward a better future with more security in love, closer bonds with others. Wow. Recognition and reward. The universe are going to reward you for achieving this, for taking part in this much needed process. You will be rewarded with some beautiful relationships in your life, Virgo. Really lovely reading there. Okay, so moving on now to Libra. Okay. Dear angels, spirit guides and the universe, What does Libra need to do, please, in order to heal from any past wounds, hurts or pain they may be carrying? Okay, Libra, you need to focus. You need to concentrate. You need to rein in on the area of your life that may be holding you back from love, or may be preventing you from connecting, from truly connecting. Which part of your life needs that focus? There is clearly a part of you or a part of your life that needs attention, that needs focus and attention, and that's going to take time and effort. But once you start thinking about it, it might be a part of your life, such as you are surrounding yourself with the wrong people, blocking yourself from really finding that true love or true connection. It could be a true connection in terms of relationship or friends, or just bringing that beautiful connection, that soul to soul connection that you crave, Libra. You are ruled by Venus, the planet of love. Love is a very important and essential concept for Librians. But you need first to focus on the area that needs work, that needs time, that needs attention. So let's now look at what the Psychic Tarot says to expand on that for you. Wow, you need to step into your power, Libra. Okay, now you are the Scales. That's interesting how this card depicts man and beast. And the human side here relates to your wisdom. You have so much wisdom that you have accrued over the years, dear Libra. And you just know this focus. Okay, it needs time, needs attention. That part of you or that part of your life. But you have the knowledge. And you have the power to heal. You have the power to heal from those deep wounds that you carry in that area. Or you have the power to pull away from any blockages and that may be going on around you. You have the ability. You have the strength, and you have the patience as well. It's patience, the Power card. Triumphant success. You can do it, Libra. You can heal your wounds. Now, I'm looking at this card and I can see for many of you, those wounds are very, very painful. Look at this long, sharp sword. They cut you like a knife. You tend to be tender, giving souls, Libra. But this card also reminds you that as deep or as painful as those wounds may be, it may be time to take a chance now on love. Now, that might be new love, or it might be connecting on a deeper level with those around you, or with a partner that you are currently with. You can do it, but you have to deal with that heartache within. Falling out of you've got foundation and achievements as well. So You can build a better future, Libra. But first of all, focus on what's important for you emotionally. Okay? You can build a better future. Okay, let's move on now to Scorpio. Okay. And of course, yes, this is for cross watchers as well. So if you have a Leo, if your ascendant is of that particular star sign, or your moon, for example, you can also take a look at that reading and you may find it applies. Sometimes our moon sign reading can apply more than our sun sign. Sometimes our ascendant sign can be very powerful. So if your ascendant, for example, is in Libra, which is the one I've just read, or Scorpio, which I'm about to read, it can apply. Okay, so fruition. This is for Scorpio. So in terms of healing, okay, fruition, you need to look at what has come to fruition for you, or what is trying to come to fruition for you at this present time. What have you been creating in your life, Scorpio? What have you been working towards? You do have so much goodness going on around you. There is a lot of love around you. But I'm wondering whether you're truly seeing that love. I'm wondering whether you're truly seeing the love that surrounds you, the beauty, the bounty. It is in itself a bounty, isn't it, when we have so much love? But sometimes we can be surrounded by people who love and care for us, but we don't see it. And I feel that's what I'm getting here with this card. Let's have a look at your psychic tarot. It's time to harvest, Scorpio. You know, you've put a lot of love into something, and it feels so sad that many of you have a lot of blockages that have built up from the past, or that have occurred from the past, or even recently, and it's stopping you from seeing the beauty around you. You've got to trust. You've got to reach out. There's someone you need to reach out to, Scorpio. Someone wants to help you as well. This could go either way. You could be needing to reach out, but there may be someone trying to reach out to you and you're pushing them away. Why are you pushing them away, Scorpio? Let them in. They want to make your world so much better, especially emotionally. They have so much to give you. You know, but you've got to trust. You've got to let them in. It's time for a new beginning, Scorpio. Some of you may need to walk away from something and reach out and get help in that way. For others, it could be a new beginning with someone, or a new beginning in terms of love. Once you've released and healed from some of these emotions, and wow, Scorpio, you do tend to be people of a sign that is very intense in terms of emotions. You have a very deep well within you, and these emotions are running so deep. But a new beginning awaits you. You've got to be ready for it though, and you've got to trust. But choose wisely. Choose wisely. Don't rush into anything. You have options around you. And whilst some people are perhaps reaching out and offering you certain things, Scorpio, not everyone is always as genuine as you may see them. So perhaps you need to look deeper. On the other hand, this could be several people trying to help you, trying to reach out and help you, and you just need to allow them in, you know, because it's time for a new beginning. It's time for a new beginning. Okay, so moving on now to Sagittarius. The angels, spirit guides, and the universe. What does Sagittarius need to do to heal from their past wounds? Okay, sorry about that. So, pleasure is the card that you've got from the moon deck. Pleasure, Sagittarius. What I feel with this, looking at this card for you, Sagittarius, is that you really need to start allowing yourself the gift of pleasure. Okay, to embrace the pleasure of the connections with those around you. You are generally a very fun sign. Why are you not enjoying the love or the connections around you? Why are you holding back? I understand it's been a tough year. Some of you may be having certain issues going on in your life, but you need to let your hair down a little bit, okay? Because sometimes it is through pleasure and enjoyment in life that we can actually heal. It can often have a very good knock-on effect in terms of our feelings, our pain. Let's have a look. You know, I feel many of you, Sag, need to reach out to someone who has learned wisdom, a guru of some sort. This will be different for each and every one of you. It could be a religious person, a religious leader. It could be someone who is perhaps a counselor, someone who gives spiritual guidance. There's someone that you need to get help from here, someone who can show you the way, someone who can help you to release past emotions so that you can start to enjoy those relationships more, because you don't seem to be getting the full pleasure from the relationships and connections around you. And you've got prosperity begins. And as you can see, we have one hand on top of another hand here. I'm seeing a beautiful bond here between you and someone else. There is someone that you could really enjoy your life with once you've got those emotions dealt with, once you've reached out and got the advice that you need, the counselling that you need, the mentoring that you need. You really can connect in a beautiful way. You know, this is something, there's a connection here. Now, as I say, this isn't always about a partnership in terms of love. It could be a good friend, a good companion, a close family member. Whoever it is, there's someone here who you can really be yourself with, have fun with. You know, try not to be afraid of commitment, Sagittarius, in this way, for those of you who are. Because There is always hope around every corner. So I'm getting the feeling that some of you have clearly not been feeling your positive self, because all of the Sagittarius that I've ever met tend to be very positive, upbeat people. This could be Sag with Sag moon. This could be Sag with Sag ascendant. Doesn't have to just be the star sign, you know. There is light at the end of the tunnel, at the end of the path that you are on, but you just need to allow yourself to enjoy life a little bit more, enjoy the connections that you have, and stop allowing past situations to prevent you from doing that, to prevent you from being your true self, to prevent you from expressing yourself. Okay, so now moving on to Capricorn. What's coming in for wrong question. Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to do in order to heal from past emotions or pain, please? Okay, so you have got the path. There's a path that you need to follow. You're looking up here at that path. Can you see, Capricorn? You're looking up here at that path. You're debating whether you should go down that route. Where does it lead? Where will it take me? But when I look at that path, it looks rather magical to me. So maybe there's emotions that are kind of keeping you stuck where you are right now. And if you were to process those emotions and deal with them and look at what those obstacles are, what are you telling yourself to hold yourself back from doing what you truly want? Because a path is opening up and it's time to start trusting and moving down that road. Someone or something is calling you. And because we're looking at connections, and because we have the Libra influence and Chiron, you know, all those things are making me wonder if some of you may be holding yourself back because you don't want to upset someone. Maybe you're afraid of hurting them, upsetting them. Maybe they're sensitive and there's this path you want to tread and something's blocking you here. Let's shuffle this psychic tarot and I wonder, Granny, if you can do a timeout for me. If you can. Excuse me, I'll see if I can... Hold on a minute. There we go. 1 second. Oh, yeah, we've done... Snap. Granny, snap. It wasn't coming up and I didn't want the chat to be filled with... Okay, so we're looking now at you, Capricorn. Sorry about the interruption. Okay, stand your ground. Granny. Stand your ground, Capricorn. You know, as I said, some of you may be upsetting. This is Capricorn, Claire. Some of you may be upsetting someone, or feel as if you may be upsetting someone if you go towards this path, or if you start moving down this path. Okay, but stand your ground. Speak up for what you want, emotionally as well. It might be you want more from someone. It might be something needs to change because emotionally you need more. You need something new. You know, you're ready for newness. You're ready for this new path. But you just seem to be concerned about someone else, many of you. Stand your ground. It's your destiny. Wow. Your destiny, it really is calling you at the moment, Capricorn. This is powerful. Your destiny really is calling you. Can you see that? So stand your ground, speak up, and go where you're meant to go. You have a calling in life. And don't allow this. We've got memories of love. That's a very deep card for the question that I asked, you know. Some of you are looking back at something. Some of you are holding on as well to memories of how certain things were before. And maybe you need to sit with those feelings at the moment, especially today and tomorrow during this full moon energy. Maybe you need to be doing that, you know. Perhaps you should light a candle as this person has done. And sit with that candle for a while. Watch it flicker. And think about that person or those people or that past love or that past pain or whatever it is that you're that's clearly going on deep inside. You know, sit with those feelings for a while and be ready now for this new way, this new direction. Okay, so hi Barbara. You'll have to rewind later on for your lovely Gemini reading. Oh, okay. Yes, probably the and Anne, you just lit one a few moments ago. That's brilliant. Well, clearly, was that before you saw the card? That's incredible. You're clearly very in tune with your reading. Yeah, sometimes you don't get a notification for some reason, Barbara. Okay, so looking at where are we? Aquarius. Okay, this is for Aquarius. Aquarius, we're asking about just so that Barbara can catch up. I'm just looking. We've got Chiron, the wounded healer, in Aries. We've got a full moon in Libra, supermoon energy tonight. It's powerful, and it's looking. We know the focus is on relationships and healing of past wounds, emotions. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm on Aquarius. Okay, the angels, spirit guides, universe. What does Aquarius need to do, please, in order to heal past wounds and move forward? Well, Aquarius, you need to make certain changes. Something needs to change. It could be something needs to change within you. It could be something that's going on in your life that needs to change. Something I feel isn't working or hasn't been working, Aquarius, for you. And you have a lot of emotion connected to this, whatever isn't working. And that's what needs to be dealt with. That's what needs to be expressed and processed. But until you make that change, and you'll know what that change is, it's going to be different for everyone. It could relate to relationships, it could relate to family, friends, it could relate to the way you're living your life, you know. Because it's making life hard for you. Something is making your life difficult, especially in terms of emotion. It's making your life difficult emotionally, Aquarius. Let's take a look at the Psychic Tarot and see what we can elaborate on for you. Expand on. Okay, clearly you need to get away from someone or a situation, because it really is, it's connecting with a part of you that has been hurt before, Aquarius. A part of you has been hurt before, and I also feel, Aquarius, that some of you are wanting to run away. But if you confront the need for change, you will find that there is no need to run. This can be dealt with. Maybe you are running away from your own feelings, Aquarius. You know, air signs can do that at times. Thank you so much, Barbara Evans. Thank you, my love. Maybe that's what you're doing, running away from your own feelings. It's time to take charge of those feelings, those emotions, you know. And if there's someone who has been unfair to you, creating obstacles around you, or a situation, it could be this person, it could be this authority type figure in your life that's making you feel oppressed, I feel. You've been suffering in silence, Aquarius. No longer. No longer. You know, you're an independent soul, Aquarius. You really, really are. But sometimes you've just got to speak up, you know, and be honest about how you truly feel about something. It might be you need to be honest to yourself, but it might also be you need to be honest to perhaps this person or this situation. You know what needs to change. It's time. Okay, so now we're moving on to our lovely Pisces, and that will be our last reading for the signs, and then we'll move on to people's questions. Thanks for sticking with me. The angels, spirit guides, and universe. What does Pisces need to do, please, in order to heal from their deeper emotions? Clear message popping out here for you. The deeper emotions and wounds, please. Surrender. Another sign got this earlier this evening. Surrender, Pisces. Let them go. Use this full moon energy to go out and let them go. You know what those feelings are. You know. You and you alone know what you have been bottling up inside of you. But there's only so much someone can absorb or suppress. So there's been this kind of suppression going on. And you may find that during this full moon energy, you are feeling particularly emotional. If you are, just let those feelings flow. You are the fish. and you're fantastic at going with the flow, swimming with the tide, swimming with your feelings and those around you. Maybe you've been absorbing everyone's emotions. You know, maybe you need to surrender those emotions to someone else. You know, let someone help you with them. Instead of taking all the burden of everyone's pain, including your own, Pisces. Let's have a look at the Psychic Tarot, what the Psychic Tarot has to say about this for you. Okay. The truth needs to be told, you know. Chiron, the wounded healer is very much at play here. And this relates to the sign of Libra, this card. This is the Justice card. Justice needs to be served, you know. Something has been so unfair. And it's been upsetting you for a long time, Pisces. You've been holding back, and things have been building up and building up. But now it's time for justice, for fairness, for balance as well. Time to let go. Oh, wrong card. Wrong pile, wrong deck. Mental conflict. There's so much going on up here. So much going on up here, Pisces. Some of you may be feeling quite angry because remember, that is also an emotion. Some of you may be feeling quite angry about something. And it's time to express what's on your mind. For some of you, something may have been affecting your mental health in some way, you know, how you feel generally as a person. There's been a lot of heartache and loss around you. Or this heartache and loss may be something from many years ago. From childhood even for some of you. This could be ancestral during this particular full moon. Who knows where it's come from? You will know. Many of you will know. Wow. Powerful energy for you at the moment. Going on around you, Pisces. So much to think about. You know, and you're struggling whether to say it or not. But the truth must be told. And if someone's hurt you, Pisces, you may need to speak up. Okay. They are the cards for all signs. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed those. I'm going to have a drop of tea now. Thanks to those who have joined me. I'm going to say, can we close the donation list now, Granny? Thank you so much, my love. Hi, Sarah Baker. Thank you for joining me. I hope you will consider subscribing and to click the little bell so you'll get notified, hopefully, of when I'm on live. Sometimes they notify you and sometimes they don't. Thanks, Kerry. Hi, Joe. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Joe Campbell. Hi, Sarah. I think you're new here, so thanks for being here. Well, I don't know if Granny, our moderator, would mind putting the link in There is a super chat facility, Joe, on here that you can use for donations, or you can go through PayPal, which is also great. And then they will put you on a list. So even though we said the list is closed, I understand that you are new, so that's fine. If you wanted to get on the list, that is. So it's thirsty work, those readings. Okay, so let's move on then to, was it Anne? Where's our lovely Anne gone? Yeah. Okay, Anne. What would you like to know, my love? General reading. Okay. General reading for our lovely Anne. Okay, I'm going to stick with the Psychic Tarot then, Anne, and I also will draw you a moon card, but I'm going to use the, let's have a look, Moonology deck, because I've been using these this evening, the other deck, so okay. Right, so dear angels and spirit guides, please send your loving guidance to Anne. What does Anne need to know right now, please? Oh, Anne, love that popping out for you. The lights. Now, this card relates to the light, first of all, coming toward you. It's at the end of the tunnel. Can you see it there? Hope and positivity is returning to your life. You perhaps, it's been a tough year, hasn't it? As I keep saying, it has been a tough year. And sometimes there have been times where I know I have wondered, will we ever get out of this situation? That kind of thing. So it's something that you've been unsure about. But hope, the light is returning, and hope and positivity is returning. Something, you're turning a corner, is what I feel, and you're turning a corner, my love. Thank you, Sarah. And you've got material and spiritual prosperity. So, wow, things are looking up for you, Anne. They're really looking up for you. Not just in a material sense, but spiritually. And when I say spiritually, you're gonna start to feel better on a spiritual level, where heart and soul type of thing. Because sometimes we can be doing really well financially, but inside we don't feel good. But for you, it's a wonderful balance here. The light is returning to your life in a big way. Foundation and achievements. I'm drawn very much to this rainbow here. So I feel this for you is symbolic. I feel it's connected to your home. Something good happening around the home. You've had your worries, Anne. Don't know if you've been worried about family or home. You've had your worries and your heartaches, my love, to deal with. But I'm drawn back to this card. Look at the difference here. Things are going to get brighter. You need some time to heal from something. Your heart chakra. Look at this beautiful energy. This beautiful colour. I love that colour. Your heart chakra does need to heal. I don't feel you always show it, Anne, but there's a part of you, yeah, that would make a lot of sense, Anne, as I felt it was something to do with the home there. But yeah, I feel you're going to find comfort. I feel you're going to get a chance to heal. There was someone around you. This is why. Look at that. And oh, yeah, especially green with envy. Someone has been quite jealous of you, or someone hasn't been very nice. Someone has caused you to feel quite disheartened. But there's an agreement coming. You're shaking hands with someone, and a transformation is happening. You have your spiritual strength is returning. Okay. So let's just draw you a Moonology card now. See what you get here. Okay, they're asking you to look at the bigger picture, and look at the bigger picture, my love. Okay. So, you know, look at things long term. The bigger picture is what's needed. Much love to you, Anne. Kerry, lovely Kerry. What would you like to know, my dear? You're very welcome, Anne. A general for you as well, Kerry? Absolutely. Okay, I'll use the Psychic Tarot. We'll stick with that this evening. Dear angels and spirit guides, please send your loving guidance to Kerry this evening. What does Kerry need to know, please? Give these a good shuffle. Okay. Oh, sacrifice. Okay. So either you have been making certain sacrifices, and I do feel you have, because I'm thinking back to your Capricorn reading. That's why I say that. Or there might be certain sacrifices that you need to make for someone or something. Let's have a look at your other cards and we'll see. Okay, yeah. So it's connected also with the need for patience, okay? So, yeah, sometimes we have to wait in order to achieve. Do you know what I mean? And I feel there's a real sort of message here for you to do that, okay? But those sacrifices, that sacrifice in particular of waiting, will be worth it. And that's what I'm getting here. I feel that's what they want me to tell you. That sacrifice of waiting and being patient will be worth it in the long term. It may have a connection with the financial aspects of your life. You know, whatever you're looking at, I feel could relate to finance, perhaps in the future. Maybe you need to sacrifice in that way in order to achieve, you know. Maybe you've got to do without financially, that type of thing. Sometimes we have to do that in order to work towards or achieve our aims, our goals, what we want in life. Now, you've got the shadow card here. Remember, this is a general reading, so we're looking at the need for you to look deep within, okay? to look at yourself, perhaps from a new perspective, I feel. To spend time with yourself, Kerry. I'm not sure that you spend enough time with yourself, focusing on who you are. You know, it's like you get caught up with everything that's going on around you, but sometimes you just need to sit quietly with who you are and to look deep within and not to be worried about. Now, you know, we're bringing this back to the supermoon energy for this weekend. So maybe spend half an hour when if we see the full moon tonight, it would be wonderful. I'm not sure if we will with looking at the weather, but it's out there. Okay, light a candle, take yourself off to the bedroom and just, you know, let those feelings flow, you know, because there will be positive movement forward. Those sacrifices that you have been making or will be making are going to get you somewhere. You've already sort of built or are building a foundation from which to build from, you know. Something it's like you've already done the groundwork, and then maybe some obstacles and challenges ahead of you, or that you are dealing with right now. But you can do it. You can get to the other side. Yes, fulfillment of wishes. Wonderful. And look at this, love begins. So whatever you're sacrificing right now. Oh, I'm getting where is it? Whatever you're sacrificing right now, Kerry. And it might mean a few financial, how can I say, cutbacks. I mean, you might have to cut back on a few things, but, you know, you've got plans. And you're working towards something that you're going to truly love. Let's have a look at your Moonology cards. What does your Moonology card say? Okay, looking at that reading, remember, we're sitting with the candle. You've got the waning moon, and what do you need to release is what they're asking you. What do you need to release emotionally at this time? Have a think about that. Is there some pain or sadness that you've been holding on to? Okay. Time to release it. Give yourself that gift. Much love to you, Kerry. So moving on to Dylan now. Hi Dylan, are you there? Hi Dylan. What is coming my way? Okay. Let me have a look here. Shall we go with that? No, I'm going to go with Oh, did you? Of course, yeah, 10:30. Oh, yeah. Our clocks went forward today, Dylan, here in the UK. I'm not sure if you do that there in America, do you? But twice a year it happens. So we're all a bit tired today because you know, it's an hour later than it should be. Although it is and it isn't. It's hard to explain, but it is. It feels like that, if you see what I mean. So, but then again, it's lovely because we get lighter evenings, and so soon catch up on that bit of sleep. We just need to have an early night tonight. That's what it is. Okay, so this is for Dylan. Dear angels and spirit guides, please send your loving guidance to Dylan. What does Dylan, was it a general? What does Dylan need to know, please? Yeah, that's it. Daylight savings time. Yeah, we have that. So sort of late autumn, winter time, it goes back an hour, the clock, and it gets dark very early, and then, you know, springtime, we go forward. So, okay, what you need to know, right? King of Pentacles. So I'm going to look at the next card with that as well. Oh, right, okay, Dylan, didn't realise. Oh, and 10 of Pentacles. That's good. Queen of Swords. So, practical issues. Oh, I see, Dylan, yeah. Practical issues are very much on your mind at the moment. You've got a lot to think about in terms of your future, in terms of finance, in terms of financial security, I feel. Financial commitments, you know? You really are thinking about the long term at the moment, or they're asking you to do so anyway. This is you thinking about where to invest your money, your time, your energy, your resources, you know? And it's like you're sitting there thinking, okay, so how do I do this? How do I achieve this? You can achieve success financially. You can actually do really well. But you've got to get the plan right. Now, it might be that you need to turn to someone to get help, financial advice. This King of Pentacles energy here. It might be that someone is helping you financially in the future. But most of all, there's a lot on your mind in terms of finances and your future financial security. Right now, there is a pause. So the Spirit are urging you to just take a pause and really think things through. Just hang in there. Things will get better, is what they're saying. Patience is required. There are things you want to do, I feel, but they're going to take time. Now, it might also, what I feel here, there may also be a need for you to look at things differently, you know, especially in terms of financial planning. I feel there could be something you need to maybe change the way you do, or the way you normally do things. You might need to look at different angles is what I'm getting. But 2 of Swords, yeah, decisions need to be made, and yet there does appear to be something you're missing. I really feel that, that you're missing a trick, if you know what I mean by that. There's a way of doing this, of achieving your aims, and you just need to really try and look at it or maybe get advice or opinions from other people so you can see all the angles. Judgment, okay. So you're realizing that it's important to think about your future. And there's something you're quite excited about. Oh, over there in Istanbul, I think you're my first from Turkey. Welcome, glad you could join us. Is it Anil? Welcome. I think it's Hoşgel dinners. Tell me if I'm right. Or Hoşgeldin? Let me know. So, yeah, Page of Wands, you are excited here. You know, there's an opportunity. There's an opportunity. But, you know, you are kind of being very cautious. I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily. But look, don't be afraid. Don't be frightened. Don't be frightened. If there's certain things you need to do, don't frighten yourself off. If you're unsure, get some advice, some financial advice. Let's have a look at your moon card. Oh, the energy is gaining momentum. What moon is that? Waxing moon. The energy is gaining momentum. So things are moving forward. Maybe one step at a time. It's not what this is. It's you know, your cards are showing that this your future is not your future plans are not going to happen overnight. There's something you need to be patient with here. But you can grow. You can move forward, and you can realise your plans. But you have got to hang in there and be patient. So much love to you, dear Dylan. Thank you, Dylan. Our lovely Ronan. I didn't realise you were here, darling. Welcome. I'd like to know, is there any good news coming my way soon? Oh, let's have a look. Did you watch your star sign reading, Ronan, by the way? Don't know if you were here earlier. If not, you can always watch it back afterwards. Just thought I'd ask. Wasn't sure if you'd been here. Sunny LA. Lucky you. If you looked outside my window, oh goodness. Hopefully we've got a few sunny days on the way though. Good news. Let's have a look for Ronan. The angels and spirit guides, please send your loving guidance to Ronan. Is there any good news coming, please? Any good news for Ronan? I need to get my ribbons out, you know, and bring them into the readings. I've got to remind myself to do that. I always think about my ribbons when it comes to spring and summer for some reason. 8 of Wands, Ronan. Wow. Let's look at the next card first. Let's not jump the gun. Yes, there is good news. How exciting. Exciting news. Yes. Do you know, Ronan, I don't know how well you know. Okay, Ronan. I don't know how well you know I'm going to put timestamps in as well. Once it's completely, you know, give it 5-10 minutes, and I'm going to go on and put timestamps so you haven't got to look through it all. So, but yeah, if you wanted a card for news, there you go. 8 of Wands. So you're going to hear some good news because you've got the Fool card. Okay, but the Devil card tells me don't be tempted by things that aren't quite right for you. That's brilliant news, Barbara. I shall be out there for my walk. That's about all we can do at the moment. But yeah, the Fool card. Don't be drawn into anything that isn't good for you. Okay, so something you're going to be hearing from someone or hearing about something, but do make sure that it's the right thing for you. Okay, think about the long term. So don't go jumping into anything that isn't right for you, you know. You've got, excuse me, I'll shut this window. Is that gone now? Do apologise, Ronan. Someone's swearing outside. 7 of Pentacles. So yeah, you need to take your time with something, Ronan. Okay, whatever's happening here, don't feel rushed. Don't feel that you need to rush into anything. Okay, hope that makes sense to you. 10 of Wands. Let's look at the next card here. 5 of Wands. So is this connected with work or opportunities, perhaps? Have you been looking for work, Ronan? Because I feel that's what they're telling me. I feel you may have been looking for work. There's someone here helping you. Someone who has your best interests at heart, Ronan. 6 of Swords. Yes, you have, yeah. 3 of Wands. Now, you may have to cast your net wider. So it might be that you need to travel a bit more, perhaps, for work purposes. Or it might be that you need to look in different areas. So maybe you've been limiting yourself a bit, Ronan. Okay, but you are going to hear from someone, but just make sure that you don't jump into the first offer that you receive. You see what I mean? Take a good look at it. Take a good look at the offers you do receive. Make sure they're right for you. Don't take on too much. Don't take on too much. I feel it's been quite tough looking for work. There's a lot of competition around you, but there seems to be either an offer or someone giving you a helping hand here, a bit of support, or perhaps an offer. And then you've got the 6 of Swords and the 3 of Wands. So yeah, they're asking you to look further afield or look at different types of potential jobs. Maybe you need to widen your search. So, you know, sometimes we limit ourselves and we need to expand a bit on what we feel. You know, you might feel you can only do certain things, but you know, perhaps there's more you can do than you realize. And also they're saying that you've got to be prepared to put yourself out there and to believe in yourself, you know. Let's have a look at your moon card and see what that says for you. Yeah, be bold and make the first move. That's what you have to do in the jobs market. You can't hold back. You've just got to go for it, you know. And when it comes to jobs, they won't come to us. They won't come to you. You know, we have to put ourselves out there and we have to make that first all-important move. But expand your horizons, Ronan. You know, in other words, look at what's out there. Look at other options. Okay, so that was for our lovely Ronan. Much love to you, Ronan. So now it's our beautiful Barbara. Where are you, my love? General for Barbara. Okay, lovely. I'm going to stick with the Psychic Tarot then. And then we'll look at the Moonology deck. Dear angels and spirit guides, please send your loving guidance to Barbara Evans. What does Barbara need to know, please, at this time? What does Barbara need to know at this time? Give them a good shuffle for you, Barbara. Okay. Well, Spirit are urging you to stand your ground with something or someone, to believe in yourself, to not give in, okay, to stay determined. What number is it? Number 7. There's something you are, you're right about, okay? Or there's something that you want to achieve, maybe. And they're letting you know that you can triumph, that you have the ability to succeed with this if you don't give up. So don't give up. Keep moving forward. Keep going for it. It might be your plans have been thwarted because of the pandemic, perhaps. Something may have got in your way, but they're urging you. Very welcome, my love, Ronan. They're urging you to keep going, okay? Keep going toward that success. And they're also telling you here, I feel, that where there's a will, there's a way. I'm seeing a lot of courage here in these 2 cards. Can you see that courage, Barbara? I can see it. I don't know if everyone else can. There's a lot of courage here. You're standing up for what you want in life, you know, and just feel you're going for it. You're taking the reins here and you're stepping into your power. Whoa, these are 3 incredible cards to have. Very powerful energy coming through for you. Look at this. You have all the strength that you need to succeed. There's something you want to do or achieve. Again, authority. You're in charge. Clearly, you're in charge of your life. You're in charge of your destiny. You can make things happen. It might be, is there something you want to do at home or to do with the home? Is there something you renovations or something? So I feel as if I feel as there's something going on around the home that you wish to achieve. Right. Don't give up on it. Look at this rainbow. I feel you want to improve your home in some way and you've got lots of ideas. And when you do it, when you do finally get to do it, it's going to be so rewarding, you know. Look at this. It's going to be so rewarding and people are going to be proud of you for what you've done. I feel you need to sort of give yourself a pat on the back for this. And for you also, this is your 7th card as well, which relates to you personally on a personal level, on a deep level. And we're doing deep at the moment because it's Chiron, the wounded healer, and it's the Libra full moon and emotions and your emotions here are clearly something that need to be processed. You know, don't be frightened of them. You may have been upset as well that you've had something has faulted, as I said, your plans, perhaps, have they, in the past? But your passion is reignited. Oh, I see, Barbara. Do you know, a lot of us will feel low at the moment, possibly because of this full moon energy. So don't worry, because it's to do with cycles, and this particular full moon, its purpose is to help those emotions to surface. And if you're not the sort of person that is usually feeling that way, it can be a very strange, difficult feeling, but it will pass. And the thing to do is to go with them, to be gentle on yourself, you know? Temptation. Could be some temptation coming up for you. Passion. Oh. But your destiny card tells me that. Your destiny card tells me that they have plans for you. And it's your 10th card, so it's a bit further forward. That's sort of where this reading is heading. You know, there's something like fate is stepping in here, moving you forward. You're going down this path, and just will take one extra card here. Okay, transformation. So something's changing. I feel that could be with regard to you on a personal level, but I'm going to be drawn back again to this. I feel transforming your home. Let's have a look at Moonology. Let's see what your moon card says. The angels, what guidance do you have, please, for Barbara Evans? You're very close to achieving your goal. It's the gibbous moon. Very close to achieving your goal, you see? So hang in there, keep pushing forward. Don't give up on your dreams. Whatever this is that you've been wanting to do, it can happen. It can happen. It's worth doing, I feel. Yeah, lovely reading. Lovely reading for you. Lovely cards, you know. Much love to you, Barbara. Katie Barnes, hello, my love. We've just coming toward the end of it. But I did do, you're very welcome, my love. Thanks, Granny. I want to draw a card from the Moonology deck for Granny, as she's done a wonderful job as always moderating. Let's see what this Moonology deck has to tell you. The angels and spirit guides, what guidance do you have for Granny this evening, please, during this full moon? Oh, someone else got this earlier. The energy is gaining momentum. Something is building up in a good way. Now, it could be you. It might be you're getting your energy back. I'm sensing excitement with this. Just going to cut the deck here. Just see. Yeah, victory and success. Looks like something's going to go well. Something's building up here, but in a good way. The energy is gaining momentum. Something is growing. You're getting there with something. Okay, so, well, thanks everyone for being here. It's been a lovely evening as always, and it's still light here in the UK. Isn't that wonderful? Lovely feeling. All we need now is the sunshine. But Thanks everyone for your donations, and thank you, Graney, for your moderating. Have a lovely evening and a lovely week, and I will be back again soon, probably Thursday, as it's my birthday on Friday, and so I'll probably be Thursday, I expect. So see you again soon. Much love to you all.